So we have a full intro for this one. Okay, right. Hello, guys. Just a few of you. This portal is in front of you. This will only hurt a bit. So what is up, bosses? It's your boy, Boss Fatwod, and welcome to Neighbor Invasion. This is the other Hello Neighbor fan-made game made by the creator of Hello Neighbor Alternative Reality, and there's two versions. This is the original from 2019. I didn't realize this game was that old. And then there's a version 4.0 which was made sometime last year. I thought I might as well just play this first one first. I'll play both of them in this video and just like compare what has actually changed. Well, I believe this is just like a little sandbox game. This is probably just going to be like a bit of a shorter video anyway. I guess that's like another reason why I wanted to check both of them out. So this one I think is just a tester to see how these guys act. I don't think they're aggro on me. No, they're not. I was actually meant to initially play this when I was playing through Alternative Reality, but I just never got around to it. So we can press R to reset, skip the intro. Is this still the intro, or was that just like the actual bit at the beginning, which usually is the intro? Oh, it's the DevGam building, it seems. So is there actually an objective? I mean, I think there's... what the hell? I think there's an objective in the 4.0 release, which is like the actual full release. How the hell would I get anywhere, though? These guys are just freaking blocking me all of the time. No, I can't jump through the windows. Great. So the only way to go in is through one of these two doors. Or actually, most of them seems to have gone over there. If I can get in here now, I might be able to... No, okay, that one freaking guy moved out of the way. Or moved into the way, should I say. I want to get upstairs. Can I... There we go. Here we freaking go. Hello? There's ones up here actually doing stuff? Weird. I can get onto the roof as well. Wait, there might be something here. Right, this might literally just be it for this version. Nah, I think there's an invisible wall. It doesn't seem like there's actually anything. I mean, there is a freaking room there. I guess the only other thing we can try then is see if going over to this tunnel does anything. Doesn't seem like it does. Yeah, as I said at the... What the hell? That's just what happens to the trees when you get too far away. I guess the only other thing we can try is if we can actually jump out of the map, see if like there's anything underneath. As I said, this is basically just like a very, very bare bones tester for how that many neighbors actually interact with each other. I don't know if in the 4.0 it's going to be interesting to see if like they're actually aggro on you. I know that you play as actually Nicky Roth in the 4.0 version. There are actually cars over there, so maybe we can go and see if that does anything. And then he just goes into the freaking tunnel and disappears. But then there is actually another car, but is that like under the map maybe? I didn't check every single room. This is the room where usually like the hammer and stuff is. Yeah, the basement door isn't there. It's usually about there on the DevGam build, I believe. And then upstairs we've just got like these guys. They're trying to break down this door, actually.
Yes!
Oh, I can actually open it. And then that is literally it. So I guess we'll move on to 4.0, see what's changed. So here we go. Neighbor Invasion. Fan game developed by Nate EMG Productions. Original developers / publishers, of course, Eerie Guess and Tiny Build. Right, so it's kind of similar to... I said it initially at the beginning, and I've completely forgotten what the freaking name is. Well, there's actually extras in this one. Select character. Neighbor. Hello Dead Man. Guest or Nicky. Then it seems like we actually have more characters to pick from. We'll go with the guest, why not? Select amount? 500 guests! Let's really test my freaking PC, shall we? See to open camera view? There's actually like a full thing here. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that is loud. Hello guys, how are we doing? Oh, I think they might have seen me. Let me look through the binoculars, I can't quite see who's out there. V to open summon menu. I could just summon whatever I freaking want. Yeah, TV. I'll grab a dummy, a chair, a box, and an armchair. That's everything I need in life. Hello, guys. How are we doing? This is horrible, but there might actually be stuff here that we can do. I mean, it's version 4.0. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the full release, but I would kind of assume it is. Okay, yeah, we actually have stuff here. We actually have a freaking basement, which isn't on the lower level for some reason. I'm guessing, yeah, we can actually come out, but there is an objective. We need to find a crowbar, I think that was. Let me toggle camera view again. Left and right arrows to turn the camera. Okay, so that's not really showing me anything then. That's just like simply seeing where these guys are. So is there just going to be a hammer in one of these rooms somewhere? Don't be like really freaking obscurely hidden though. Why is this window really bright? Right on the other side of this wall. A very extremely bright window for some reason. A bunch of paintings. We do have a torch there actually, yeah. And we have binoculars. It's really the only two items I see for now that I can really actually use for stuff. Yeah, there we go. We can see our character here. We can actually move around when we're looking at the cameras as well. I don't really know what else we can specifically do here. I'd imagine we can find a freaking crowbar or a hammer, whatever it is, because why would this basement door be upstairs? I don't really seem to be able to actually access upstairs anymore, though. So yeah, this isn't the character we play as, we just choose, like, who we want around here. So let me actually restart. If I can just, like, do this maybe with, like, 1 or 2 of them here. Or I think, like, 10 is the minimum. And this clearly is something. Well, let's just use, like, the neighbor. 10 neighbors, there we go. Why would there be an extras menu that's freaking grayed out? There clearly is something here that we can do to unlock that. We can unlock this. We can burn something. Why is there a camera in there? And is this still... Wait, I can't get up there? This actually changes. There's a car here now? The objective changes depending on who you pick to be around. Right, there actually is genuinely a game here. Alright, guys. Doing work on the car there. In this one... Wait, you've got something? Oh, I think that's just like a phone. Wait, do they all carry phones? Actually, I realised if we can spawn boxes, we can keep spawning them and use them to freaking climb up. Oh, the neighbours need to stop moving their freaking car around. That is quite annoying. Oh, you can do that, though. There we go. So we're up here. Please tell me I can actually do something from here. Yeah, if I just, like, climb or jump that way. Can I actually get into here now? I can. I mean, I want to be on the floor lower. Just to see if that basement door's still potentially there. Yeah, we did it. What the? Okay. Right. That's why we can't get onto the second floor. So when the neighbors are here, potentially, you can't get upstairs. Right. Let me just put like 10 guests and see if it's the same as it was the first time. And yeah, we can get up here. And it still has showing the door. That shows a door just in the middle of nowhere. So does that mean there's going to be... There is. There's a freaking door potentially over there. We have binoculars though. That's a freaking door. What the hell? There genuinely is a door over there with the hammer. So then we can go over there, grab the hammer, and open the freaking basement door at the top. There's also a lock on the door, like a golden lock. Do I really need to, like, go back to the house with the hammer, open the freaking door, and then the key's gonna be in there? But we're here anyway. We can grab the hammer. We can. Freaking giant. And that door's locked. We can't actually go further. There's an invisible wall. Okay. Still has hammer time on it. Let's run all the way back. Sure, why not? Why is this only here? I mean, potentially not only here with guests. It might be here with whoever the hell Hello Dead Man is. And freaking Nikki. We can just have me as the enemy. So we have the hammer. Can I actually...
Nope.
What? You can't? Why would I not be able to take the boards off? Why can I not take the... I'm convinced you can. Surely, you can take the boards off. Why would this be here? I tried so... We have a gun now. This is Hello Dead Man. I tried... What the hell? Jesus. Okay, we can still get up here. I tried really hard to, like, glitch into it. Into the freaking door. If I'm not here, just know the neighbor is out for me. Feels like the crow one is the only one that has, like, a legit ending. Maybe it just broke? But it takes so freaking long getting that hammer, man. Really freaking weird. I mean, we still have... the Nikki one to check out. I'll just double check and make sure there's nothing actually here. Something must trigger that extras menu. We must have to do something to get that extras menu to trigger. And there's also a second freaking page of characters that we can choose from. I'll just spawn a bunch more boxes. Or that can happen. That's something that can happen to allow me to get up. There we go. It makes my life a bit easier. Yeah, there is actually full collision that we can walk on up here. And then there's like boarded up doors as well to suggest that we could use the freaking hammer on that. The binoculars were 100% here for a reason. There we go. We can actually... Now I can't open... Oh, you just push into them. There we go. So that's the difference one there. We still can't do extras. And we still can't select the other characters. We have us basically walking around now. Wonder if there's something we can burn. Or like maybe do I have to burn the... Nah, I think the hammer's gonna be too big to fit in there. It's raining. There's another freaking house? Okay, there's never actually been anything on the downstairs here in the DevGam house. We can't get upstairs again in this house. So before we go to the other house, maybe we can somewhat... This looks really nice. Yeah, the house is ginormous now. There's still, yeah, the same stuff that we can summon. Where are the Nickies? Oh, they're all just around this house, okay. So this is the character we play as, or this is the character we play as in Hello Neighbor 1 full release, and also the current character I'm playing as. Right, so this is, I guess, my house?
I believe the United States must sail on if
Hello, dead man.
Can be in a position,
Is this a thing?
second to none.
I've never heard of that before. We're the full upstairs of this house that hasn't been textured as of yet. Oh, almost. We can stack in a bunch of boxes around here to get up to this second floor. See if there's anything there. That texture looks weird. I feel like that was the same texture as the last one, where we just fell down. It's actually fully thunder and lightning now. So like Hello Neighbor 3, where they have like web stuff and different things are gonna happen. This crouching is getting annoying, like you can't jump or anything while you're crouching. I'm curious now, just see if anything happens if I just keep playing for a bit, like not necessarily actually doing anything. Jesus, it's really dark. Now, we can't go through this really bright window here. Just wanted to test that. Maybe I can just go and grab this TV for a bit of light. I don't want to restart, just in case like something actually happens here. Nah, I kind of give up with that. I don't think it's gonna really do anything anyway. I mean, actually, I can try the... We do have a trash can. Didn't we need 2 to do this? Like, isn't it you hold one, and then... Let me restart so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Doesn't seem to work. I think I remember it like you place one trash can down, you have another one in your inventory, and then like you crouch in it and jump. And that's how it worked. But yeah, we can't jump when we're crouched. So I don't think that's a thing anymore, sadly. And that might literally be it. I mean, surely it's not, because there's an extras menu. If the extras menu isn't a thing yet, why would it be in this build? There has to be something else here. I just don't know what the thing is. I did it for a second. I actually got to the second floor. I just had to place 17 billion boxes down. Like, place an armchair down, and then you just keep spamming boxes until eventually... Or probably just the boxes, actually. Until eventually it just flings you up. Oh my god! It worked! I just clicked off the game as I did it. What? How did I get it to work? I was about to just show you guys the freaking video I found of someone opening this door. But apparently I can open it. Where did I click to freaking take the board off? Well, there we go. Why? Have to be like to the side of it? And then it's just this one, which apparently is really freaking difficult. Okay, but we have 3 or 4 of them. What happened between freaking versions? Jesus Christ. Finally, and as expected, we have the key to that other door. And here we go. We can finally open this freaking door. Welcome to Guest World. Okay, yeah, so we knew that this was like a specific thing for if you have the guests' characters as the freaking villains. All just wandering around, it seems. Are they actually dangerous now? No, they're still not a big fan of me. So is this just what's in the extras menu then, maybe? We can now just go to this world whenever we want. I guess I'll say this now. I have actually recorded about 80 to 90% of the next Hello Neighbor alternative reality video. There's just a few trophies I have left to get. So that will be out very soon, hopefully. What the hell? Speaking of alternative reality, this is very similar to that. I have one of these freaking guest statues. So that possibly is it in this freaking game. I don't know why there's a freaking extras menu though. Like, is it mentioned anywhere on like the website? You just mess around, there's no goal to it. Yet. Something big is gonna happen. That was 4 years ago though. I'm just gonna have to assume that the extras menu and that weird arrow that suggests there's a second page of characters is nothing for now. I really don't want to, because there clearly is something with selecting the guests and that freaking door. I just could not get the door to open. There's probably a decent way to glitch in, which I was really trying to do, like push myself up against the freaking door and throw boxes, and I got like halfway in. I just got completely stuck in the wall and I couldn't actually see anything. But that, really freaking sadly, I wish there was something more in this game. That is going to end my video on Neighbor Invasion. If I release this how it is, and there is something else, then please do let me know in the comments. Maybe I can upload that as a short or just a short video on my second channel, Boss Fatwod Clips. But for now, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end my video on Neighbor Invasion. Apparently, the dev said he's going to be updating this game once a year. So next time he gets updated, if there's enough stuff, then I'll be back to play it again. That, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end my video on Neighbor Invasion. As usual, there'll be a link in the description to watch of yourself. But for now, hopefully you've enjoyed. Please subscribe if you did, subscribe if you are brand new. This is the boy, Boss Fatwod. Thanks for watching, of course, always. Peace.